What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are back with Spyro A Realm Beyond, the game that was revealed on 7th of June 2026. Today, literally. It's now 8 June my time, but we can say it's today because it was at the end of the day. Man, like 6 hours ago, I was really surprised about this game. I just didn't expect that. I said, like, the final hint. If Spyro 4 doesn't get revealed in Xbox Games Showcase, I will lose hope about this game. It's not called Spyro 4, which actually quite made me feel weird. It just made me quite feel bad, but still, the name is actually good, and the graphics are even better. The game is insane. I can't wait to play this fantastic game. Spyro A Realm Beyond is the first original mainline entry in the Spyro the Dragon series since 2008, which has been 2 decades. This game isn't a normal game. This is a game that remade that fantastic history. Developed by Toys for Bob and published by Activision. The game is set to release in spring 2027 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. Actually, because Spyro and Crash became Xbox exclusives, this means that all the upcoming games are coming to PC, and of course, this game is actually captured on PC. Oh my god. So, I just can't wait. Could we see Crash? We're not gonna talk about that right now, but let's go. Xbox Game Pass subscribers can play the title on day one. I'm from the Xbox Game Pass subscribers. I play the games on PC, but the game I'm just gonna buy a PS5 Pro for hopefully soon this year, and I'll be playing these fantastic games like Spyro A Realm Beyond, and even GTA 6. Oh my god, this is going to be a fantastic year, but still we have to wait quite a long time because this is spring 2027. I think the best month is April. Why? Because it's like at the middle of the spring. March, like, spring begins at the end of March. At the exact middle of spring is actually in April. May, it's gonna be quite the end, and June is like the beginning of the summer. We can't say really it's spring, it's the beginning of the summer. So I think April should be the best time. Now we'll still discuss a little bit about the idea of the game, and then see some photos from the reveal trailer and just speculate about it. True dragon flight. Unlike previous games where Spyro was limited to gliding, players can transition from the ground to unrestricted flight at any moment. I've seen that at the trailer. You can actually jump up to the sky, fly to the skies. This is actually insane, but I have no idea how the gameplay will feel like if you're trying to go up the clouds. Maybe travel between different islands? I'm not sure. But we actually got a short footage about the gameplay. The controls allow chaining together dives, climbs, and tight. Just please don't be like those Spyro levels where you just have to collect things before the time ends. Just give me the time and that's it. The story is just quite short right now because it's unknown, but as a full intro for the story, when Spyro finds himself stranded in a strange and wondrous realm, his journey home is interrupted by an invading force known as the Scavs. Spyro must make new allies to protect the world before it changes forever. Yeah, this idea is actually insane. Imagine if you can play as other characters, that would be even better, just like Spyro. But this time, you can play with different characters and choose them. That would be definitely a better choice. Returning voice talent. Veteran voice actor Tom Kenny, who has voiced Spyro since Spyro 2 Raptor's Rage, is reprising his role. Visuals and design. Spyro has been given a subtly redesigned look with a larger wingspan designed for his new unrestricted flying capabilities. Yeah, that's crazy, everyone. I just can't believe it. Now let's read what Toys for Bob actually said about that. Oh my god, that is so crazy. Toys for Bob. Are you ready, everyone? We're now going to read what Toys for Bob says about this game. Spyro, a realm beyond, interview, a new design, full flight, Tom Kenny returns, and more. Summary. Spyro is back during today's Xbox Games Showcase. We unveiled Spyro, a realm beyond, a brand new game with the titular dragon at the helm, taking flight spring 2027. We got a glimpse at a fantastical new world and a look at Spyro's character redesigned for the modern era. Toys for Bob studio head Paul Yan joins to talk about how they're honoring Spyro's legacy while making a fresh, modern experience for players old and new. Your favorite purple dragon is back in Spyro, A Realm Beyond, a brand new adventure from developer Toys for Bob. You'll recognize the studio from its excellent work on the Spyro Reignited trilogy, a faithful restoration of the first three Spyro games with some modern magic sprinkled in. Yes, of the first three Spyro games with some modern magic sprinkled in. Wow, I'm so excited, man. This is insane. Whoa. Now the team that restored Spyro's legacy is back and with a whole new level of freedom to build the Spyro game they want. One that fans and new gamers alike truly deserve. As a huge Spyro fan myself, I'm thrilled to have spoken with Toys for Bob Studio head Paul Yan about this huge announcement and get a little background on how the studio is preparing our furry friends' greatest journey yet. This is the mighty return of a beloved character for many. How does it feel to be bringing Spyro back in an original game after all this time? Paul Yan, first and foremost, at Toys for Bob, we are huge Spyro fans ourselves, and we are so excited that the adventure continues. I know that the wait has been so long, but we're so thrilled to finally come out of stealth and confirm that a new Spyro game is indeed what we've been up to these past few years. The little purple dragon means so much to us. We have a long history together. Spyro was the main inspiration that led to the innovations of the Skylanders series that we pioneered, and the remake of the original three games built from the ground up in the Spyro Reignited trilogy, which reintroduced Spyro to a modern audience. Ever since, we've been dreaming of what an original new adventure would look like, and that dream has manifested in Spyro A Realm Beyond. Spyro's design has gone through many iterations from the original trilogy to Skylanders through to the fabulously redeeming Reignited trilogy design. In the reveal, we see Spyro sporting a brand new look. What were your biggest inspirations for creating it, Yan? Fabulously redeeming is wild and funny. From the start, our goal was to make this Spyro feel similar but evolved. The way I see it, the Skylanders version of Spyro is a totally different character than mainline Spyro, so I'm glad to see that you see the thread connecting the original games to the reignited expression of Spyro's design. That design went through countless iterations, and we had deep conversations with many of the original developers of the classic games to get the heart of who Spyro is, to make sure that those qualities came through on screen. In Spyro A Realm Beyond, we're continuing the design decisions made in Reignited, but evolving him for a new set of problems that will require new skills. Visually, we've made some subtle changes to suggest he's grown since the last we saw him. Most notably, we've enhanced his wingspan so that he can be much more capable in flight. But this is absolutely the same Spyro you know and love, and that's why we're so thrilled to have Tom Kenny back to voice him. Tom's performance delivers the plucky, youthful courage that is such an important aspect of Spyro's personality. Much more capable in flight, you say? We do see Spyro flying without limits. For the first time in previous games, he can only glide. Why did this change feel important for this new game, Yan? In the classic game, Spyro could gently glide down from jumps, and in a handful of separate mini levels, he could fly under time pressure. I've always wondered what it would be like if these two experiences could somehow be collapsed into Spyro's core ability kit. That question is the heart of the design ambition for Spyro A Realm Beyond. As more of us started to poke at that question, it quickly became apparent that this was the right evolution for Spyro. Take to the skies and own the air time. In Spyro A Realm Beyond, Spyro will experience the freedom of true dragon flight. He's small but mighty, so we had to do a lot of different experiments to explore how he could be both nimble and still be very physical when actively pushing his way through the air. Spyro has always existed in unique, whimsical worlds with plenty of exploration. Can we expect to see that same style and charm carried into Spyro A Realm Beyond? Yan, 100%. We know firsthand that a big part of what makes a Spyro game really resonate is having a wide variety of colorful, whimsical spaces with activities, characters, and treasures that motivate you to explore every nook and cranny. In Spyro A Realm Beyond, the sense of discovery is absolutely core to this new adventure. You got to see a little peek at the world in the announcement trailer, and I can't wait to share more with you in time. For now, I can tell you that Our biggest ambition in Spyro A Realm Beyond is to give the player the freedom and fantasy of dragonflight, to be able to take the skies at a moment's notice and make interesting and active decisions, to flow through the spaces as you charge on the ground and now soar through the air. This is such a significant addition to the game, and we've built a whole world around that promise. Tomley Spyro A Realm Beyond feels more grown up than previous Spyro titles. Why did that feel like the right decision to take? Yan, a big reason why I love Spyro games is that they are ultimately joyful, dreamlike experiences full of charming, quirky friends, and Spyro A Realm Beyond certainly builds on that important foundation. In the showcase announcement trailer, you may have noticed that we are introducing the threat of a new antagonist in this story, and his presence will raise the stakes. He will challenge Spyro's abilities and push him to new emotional depths that will see Spyro grow as a hero. It's a story full of heart, and I can't wait for you to experience this new journey. Finally, can you tease anything that long-term fans can look forward to? Yan, I can't tease that. There will be so much more to share. This is just the beginning. To the long-term fans, you're an incredible community, and I love that you're so deeply committed every year to celebrating and advocating for Spyro to have a new original mainline game. Our team thanks you. After nearly 2 decades, the time has come. Spyro's back. He is headlining a brand new adventure, and I can't wait for you to experience how he soars to new heights in Spyro A Realm Beyond. This game was developed with love for Spyro and, more importantly, for you. Spyro A Realm Beyond takes flight in spring 2027. It will be available on Xbox Series X, Xbox on PC Cloud, and included with Game Pass. Play it on both console and PC at no additional cost with Xbox Play Anywhere. Also available on Steam, Nintendo Switch 2, and PlayStation 5. Bro, that is insane. I've read this, but now it's time to take a deep dive in the trailer. The final thing before we close the video, and I just really want to make a deep dive in the in Spyro A Realm Beyond reveal trailer. What appears first at the live stream is simply an image in a colorful world with this grass view, these rocks, and that sky in a realm beyond. That's what we read. We find 2 birds that we see for the first time. This image quality is insane. Look at them. But then the sky turns black, and these birds run very fast, and we can see like a village with some houses, a fence, a farm, and some birds flying in the sky. Look at the quality, bro. Look at the sky. Look at the trees. It looks even better than Crash 4. And we can even take a look at this crystal thing. This huge thing that has crystal. A new evil rises. That's what we can see here with these fantastic image qualities, man. Just take a look at this. And then we have to talk a little bit about here. A legendary hero Spyro moves, but we can find some gems back there. And a huge desert. You can see some huge things back there. Could that mean that we can travel from this place to that place and even explore different places, like collecting gems and doing a lot just like Spyro Ignited Trilogy, but sprinkle something, add something, which is you can fly up to the sky. Could Spyro A Realm Beyond be an open world, or will it include levels just like what we saw in Spyro Reignited Trilogy? That's what we're waiting for. We'll still get new informations, new trailers in Gamescom, maybe in the Game Awards. We still have a long time till the game. The like how Spyro looks isn't actually bad. Spyro has a great look with a fantastic quality, but he looks quite weird. He looks quite evil in that new shape. I don't mean he's evil, but these teeth are quite evil, honestly. But he's now even more grown. Okay, he moves on that desert, and we can see him fly up to the sky. This means that we can play in an area and then just fly up to the sky. Soars. Okay, Spyro even continues flying and even flies more in the skies. This is insane. And Spyro stands here, then the sky turns black, and this crystal thing that we saw at the beginning comes back. This is the villain. The villain is actually hidden. The sky is full of thunders, and take a look at this. Even look at the image quality, that's insane. Spyro continues flying very fast, and we see Spyro A Realm Beyond. Now, we have to talk a little bit about this new thing. We get a gameplay here. Just look at the quality. So this means that this is the image quality for the game. It's not as realistic as we saw at the beginning, but it's still a fantastic game. Wow, look at the water. It just looks shiny. The things, how Spyro moves is just futuristic and new. Alpha footage captured on PC, subject to change. This was actually captured on PC, and we see Spyro moving very fast, close to the trees, shooting. So yeah, you can have an ability to shoot while you are flying with fantastic speeds, and he gets a boost flying up. Something pushes him up, and this is actually a hint to one of the levels, or maybe it's an open world. But just take a look, and just Spyro A Realm Beyond take flight spring 2027, Xbox Series X, S, Xbox on PC, Xbox Cloud, Steam, PS5, and Nintendo Switch 2. Activision and Toys for Bob. Thanks so much, everyone. I cannot wait for this. I know it's still quite a long time when we have a lot, but I'm sorry guys, this is a cheer sound, but we still have a lot to talk about. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, and goodbye.